Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, my name is Josh, and in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the IHG One Rewards Premier Credit Card. So I'm going to be going over the main features of this card, its pros as well as its drawbacks. So hopefully by the end of this video, you should have a much better idea of whether or not this credit card is a good fit for you. But before we go ahead and dive into the main features of this card, if you wouldn't mind helping me out real quickly by just giving this video a like, that just helps out with the good old YouTube algorithm, and also consider subscribing to my channel if you have not already. Also, if you would like to receive a few free stocks in a pinned comment below as well as in the description box, I will be leaving a few different links where you can receive just that. Okay, so diving right into the main features of this credit card. First off, we are going to be discussing how you can earn points with this card. So starting out, you can earn up to 26 points per dollar spent at IHG hotels and resorts. Now, as far as how you can earn those 26 points per dollar spent, is you're going to be earning 10x points with this card, plus you're going to be earning another 10x points from IHG from being an IHG One Rewards member, plus another 6 points per dollar spent from IHG with Platinum Elite status, which is going to be a benefit with this credit card. Now on top of that, you're also going to be earning 5 points per dollar spent on travel, at gas stations, and dining, and then on all other transactions, you are going to be earning 3x points per dollar spent. Now on top of all the points you can earn with this card, starting out for the first year loan, there is a spend bonus that you can receive with this card. So the spend bonus is going to be up to 175,000 bonus points. Now starting out, you are going to be earning 100,000 points after you spend at least $3,000 within the first 3 months of having this card. Now as far as the other 75,000 points go, to get the other 75,000 points, you are going to have to spend at least $8,000 within the first 6 months of having this card. So as long as you're able to spend at least $8,000 within the first 6 months of having this credit card, you will be able to earn the full 175,000 bonus points for having this credit card for the first year alone. So those are the ways that you can earn points with this credit card. Now, as far as redeeming the points, you will have a couple of different options. So you can redeem your points at IHG hotels and resorts, or you can also redeem them on flights and car rentals. So that pretty much sums up that. Now we're going to go ahead and move into the benefits of having this credit card. So starting out, you are going to receive automatic Platinum Elite status as long as you continue having this card, renewing it from year to year. Also, you're going to have the perk of staying 3 consecutive nights only using points. If you're able to stay 3 consecutive nights at any hotel using only your points and points alone, if you're able to do so, you will get your 4th consecutive night for free. So that's a pretty great perk as well. Now on top of that, you're also going to be receiving a free night on every account anniversary. Now you are going to have a cap of 40,000 points on that. If you want to go above a 40,000 point property per a single night, you will need to use your existing points. And then on top of that, you're also going to be receiving trip cancellation / interruption insurance. So if your trip is canceled or cut short by sickness, severe weather, and other covered situations, you can be reimbursed up to $5,000 per person and $10,000 per trip for your prepaid, non-refundable travel expenses, including passenger fares, tours, and hotels. And then you're also going to be receiving global entry TSA pre-check or a Nexus statement credit. So you are going to be receiving a statement credit of up to $100 every 4 years as reimbursement for the application fee for global entry, TSA pre-check, or Nexus, as long as these transactions are charged to your card. And then finally, you're also going to be receiving up to $50 in a United Airlines Travel Bank cash each year after you register your IHG One Rewards Premier Credit Card with your Mileage Plus account. So those are the main features of this card. At this point in time, we are going to go ahead and dive into the APR and fees, because this is also something you should strongly consider as well. So starting out, your purchase APR is going to be anywhere between 21.49 and 28.49%, of course, based on your credit worthiness. Now, as far as balance transfers go, there is not going to be like a promotional APR of 0%. Instead, your balance transfer APR starting out is going to be anywhere between 21.49 to 28.49%, just like your purchase APR. And then as far as cash advances go, on this channel, if you watched any of my videos, I always strongly advise against cash advances. This is not financial advice, just something that I personally stay far away from. But if you do happen to take out a cash advance with this credit card, just know there are going to be some fees associated with that, which I will dive into in just a second. And then of course the APR on cash advances is also going to be 29.99%. So those are the APRs. Now we're going to go ahead and dive into the fees. So as far as the fees go on those cash advances, the fees are going to be either $10 or 5% of the amount of each cash advance, whichever happens to be greater. And then as far as balance transfers go, on top of that APR, there's also going to be a fee of either $5 or 5% of the amount of each balance transfer, whichever happens to be greater. Now, thankfully with this credit card, it is definitely one that you can take with you if you do happen to travel outside the country, because there is not going to be a foreign transaction fee. That is a pretty good perk of having this credit card. And then on top of that, if you happen to pay late or have a return payment, unfortunately, there is going to be a fee of up to $40, but as long as you pay on time and don't have a return payment, this isn't really something you have to worry about. And then as far as the annual fee goes, yes, unfortunately, there is going to be an annual membership fee with this credit card. That annual fee is going to be $99 every single year. Whether or not that's worth it, we are going to talk about that in just a moment. So now that we went over the main features of this card as well as the APR and fees, I'm now going to go ahead and dive into what I would consider to be the biggest pros and drawbacks of this credit card. So we're going to start out with the good things. The first good thing is the fact of all the points that you can earn with this credit card. So just for an example, you can earn up to 26 points per dollar spent at IHG hotels and resorts, 5x points on travel, gas stations, and dinings. And then on all other transactions, you are going to be earning 3 points per dollar spent. So that's pretty solid all in all. And then of course, you can also earn that spend bonus of 175,000 points. Once again, that's going to be 100,000 points after spending at least $3,000 within the first 3 months. And then if you're able to spend at least $8,000 within the first 6 months, you are going to be earning an additional 75,000 points. So that is pretty solid if you can earn the entirety of that 175,000 spend bonus. And then on top of that, you're also going to be receiving a free night every single anniversary. And then on top of that, you're also going to have the perk if you're able to stay 3 nights at a property using only your points, you are going to get that 4th night for free. And then finally, you're also going to be receiving up to $50 in United Airlines Travel Bank cash each and every year. So that's a pretty solid perk as well. So those are the best things about this card. Now we're going to go ahead and dive into the drawbacks. The first drawback, of course, is the fact that there is a $99 annual fee. Now, like I questioned just a moment ago, whether or not that's going to be worth it for some, you really have to ask yourself. But like I mentioned just a moment ago also, and the good things about this credit card is the fact that every single anniversary, you are going to be earning that free night. So if you usually travel every single year and you stay in a hotel at least one time every single year, especially at an IHG hotel or resort, you're probably going to come out ahead because just one night in a hotel is going to be at least $99. So even though the annual fee is $99, you're going to be coming out ahead because staying one night in a hotel for free every single anniversary, you're probably going to be coming out ahead on that, because otherwise you would probably be spending more than $99 for that night in a hotel unless you got some really good discount. Now I will mention here that your free anniversary night every single year is only going to be on properties worth up to 40,000 points. However, if you look at the schedule, you can see that most properties are going to be 40,000 points or below for a single night. You're not going to get anything luxurious, but you are going to get a pretty solid property in a pretty good location as well. So I wouldn't really worry too much about that. You're definitely going to get your money's worth there. So just to sum things up, all in all, I would definitely say this credit card is going to be worth it, at least for the first year alone. As far as the second year and third year moving forward, if you travel at least one time a year and stay at IHG hotels, you're definitely probably going to at least break even or even get your money's worth and come out ahead just a little bit. So all in all, I would definitely say this is a good card, especially for people who travel at least one time per year. But that's all we have for today's review. I certainly hope that you enjoyed and found value out of it. If you did, again, I would greatly appreciate it if you could give this video a like. Consider subscribing to my channel if you have not already, and I will see you in the next video.